A hot topic right now is the case of a trainee doctor who was mercilessly raped and killed inside a hospital in Kolkata, India. This angered the citizens of their country, particularly the medical professionals. Many say that this is the Nirbhaya case 2.0, because after a decade, this kind of violence against a woman has happened again, which has awakened the hearts of the public. But what is this Nirbhaya case, which is still unforgettable in India? This is Jyoti Singh, who was born on May 10, 1990, in Delhi, India. She is the eldest and only daughter of the 3 siblings. She completed a physiotherapy course at the Sai Institute of Paramedical and Allied Sciences in Dehradun. At that time, she was just starting her internship at St. Stephen Hospital in Delhi. On December 16, 2012, Jyoti went to a mall in Munarka, just next to Delhi, along with her friend, Avindra Pratap Pandey, a software engineer who lives in Bursarai, near Delhi. They watched The Life of Pi. After watching the movie, they waited for the bus at the Munarka bus stand to go home. A white bus stopped in front of them and asked a young man, who was one of the passengers, where they were going. This all happened on December 16, 2012. A night that changed the history of Delhi forever. At 9:30 p.m., 23-year-old physiotherapy student Jyoti Singh boarded a white private bus with her friend. There were 6 people in the bus. Both of them boarded the bus in the hope that the bus would help them reach home. 6 people beat them up with an iron rod in the bus. Jyoti Singh was raped many times, and the same rod was inserted in her private parts. At 10:30 p.m., they were thrown on the road with deep injuries without clothes in this bus. They kept screaming for help and pain. Jyoti Singh fought bravely for many days with her injuries. And on December 29, 2012, she died in Singapore. Jyoti Singh, daughter of India, Nirbhaya. People in India standing in solidarity. The parents, along with all the protesters, were gathered whenever they come to a discussion about women. In this video, Nirbhaya and her culprits share some details in which we will be forced to think about the true meaning of justice. Nirbhaya was raped by 6 people.
And now let's focus to India, where we have some breaking news that is coming in. All the 4 convicts in the Nirbhaya case are set to be hanged.
Pawan Gupta, Akshay Sekar, Vinay Sharma, Mukesh Ramsinghand, a juvenile of less than 18 years. Pawan Gupta was the first suspect of Nirbhaya's painful death. He lived his life by selling fruits. He lived in a normal house with his parents and younger siblings. Pawan Gupta was only 19 years old when he raped Nirbhaya. Pawan Gupta's age was a major reason for which this case took 7 years. In those 7 years, Gupta's lawyers gave him a reason for his age. In the beginning of the case, his lawyer tried to make Pawan look like a juvenile. He said that Pawan raped her when he was a kid. His lawyers even asked the court to do bone ossification to get his bones examined. But the court rejected Pawan Gupta's petition many times. Nirbhaya's second victim was Akshay Sekar. Sekar was 28 years old when he committed this crime. Immediately after the incident, Akshay fled to his village in Bihar. Only a few days after Akshay's escape, the police arrested him. He was a married man with a 10-year-old son. Sekar used to work as a helper in contract buses, and he didn't have a fixed address. He would often sleep in the bus at night. After raping Nirbhaya and beating him and his friend badly, Sekar washed the blood-stained bus and tried to erase all the evidence. In fact, Nirbhaya had deep bite marks all over her body. After examining those bite marks, it was found that they were given by Akshay Sekar. Nirbhaya's next culprit, who was only 20 years old at that time, was Vinay Sharma. Vinay Sharma was different from the other 6 criminals. 20-year-old Vinay Sharma was a gym instructor. Sharma was doing his Bachelor of Arts degree with correspondence and soon wanted to join the Indian Air Force. In April 14, Vinay Sharma was about to appear again for the Air Force exam when he fractured his left hand in the jail. His left leg was severely injured. Vinay's lawyers said that his fellow inmates often beat him in the jail and he wasn't safe in the jail. They said that he should be pardoned for safety reasons and he shouldn't be sent back to the jail. In 2016, Vinay tried to kill himself by taking some pills. His lawyers called it an attempt in depression to ask for mercy from the court and drag the trial for many years. Nirbhaya's next culprit was Mukesh. Who doesn't remember Mukesh's interview with BBC? No bruises on his face, no shame on his actions.
The BBC broadcast it last night. Other broadcasters globally are going to do the same in the days to come. And it has brought a storm of controversy in India because of comments made by one of the rapists about his victim. Here's some of that as we take a look at an excerpt of...
गाली कभी एक हाथ से नहीं बजती, दोनों हाथों से बजती है। ये चीज़ देखी जाए। अगर कोई शरीफ लड़की होती है रात को 9 बजे मतलब नहीं घूमती है। लड़के भी उतने उससे ज़्यादा जिम्मेदार है।
In that interview, Mukesh said that no girl from a good family goes out after 9 p.m. and girls are more at fault for rapes. He said that if he gets a death penalty, girls in India will be even more unsafe because their rapists won't let them live after raping them. Mukesh was a bus cleaner. On the night of the Nirbhaya rape case, it was Mukesh, 26, who was driving the bus. Mukesh was the one who insisted that Nirbhaya and her friend get on the private bus. Mukesh hit them with an iron rod and filled the bus with blood. But in court, Mukesh's lawyers claimed that Mukesh never raped Nirbhaya because Mukesh was only driving the bus at that time. In the Supreme Court, Mukesh's lawyers also claimed that Mukesh was being sexually assaulted in jail. His lawyers asked for a mercy petition on this case several times due to the brutality that was happening with Mukesh and tried their best to delay the trial. Finally, on March 20th, 2020, Mukesh, Pawan Gupta, Akshay Sekar, and Vinay Sharma were sentenced to death. 6 culprits and 4 hanged. In the Nirbhaya case, there were also 2 culprits who were not punished. In the group of 6 rapists, one was the eldest and the other was the youngest. Ram Singh, the eldest, Mukesh's elder brother, and the bus driver. Among these 6 people, Ram Singh, who had the most antisocial personality, was a rapist, alcoholic, and a widower. With the help of the CCTV footage of the Maypalpur area hotels, Ram Singh was arrested first. After being arrested, Ram Singh could not stay alive in Tihar jail for long. On March 11, 2013, Ram Singh's body was found in the jail. Ram Singh's body was hanging from his shirt on the window of Tihar jail. The police claimed that Ram Singh had committed suicide in the jail, while his lawyers and his family said that Ram Singh had not committed suicide. Did Nirbhaya get justice from Ram Singh's sudden death? When it comes to justice, who can forget Nirbhaya's last murderer and rapist? A juvenile who was just a few months younger than Pawan Gupta, who had raped Nirbhaya twice in the Chaudhary bus and put iron rod in his private parts and spread serious infections in Nirbhaya's intestines. Nirbhaya lost her life on December 29, 2012, due to these infections. Such heinous criminals were released from jail in just 3 years. To reduce his sentence in the court, his lawyers presented some old, yellowed school papers to the court to show that he was a juvenile while raping Nirbhaya. This juvenile was from a very poor family in Islamnagar, Uttar Pradesh. Hence, when he was sent to a remand home for 3 years as a punishment after that crime in the year 2012, that remand home was not a punishment for him, but his first home where he got a roof, clothes to wear, and food to fill his stomach. In fact, even after 3 years of imprisonment, he was the criminal who did not want to leave. Even after completing his sentence, he asked for an extension to increase his sentence so that he could spend many more months in that remand home. But in 2015, after being released from jail, this last criminal disappeared. He was granted a 10,000 rupees by the Delhi government. He was also given a sewing machine so that he could open a tailor shop for himself. Well, according to the latest reports, that juvenile was supported by an NGO. And according to the data from Hindustan Times in 2017, he is currently working as a cook in South India. there were many protests in the media and throughout the country, out of which the sentence given to this juvenile was considered very unfair. Despite so much noise, Nirbhaya's rapist and murderer is roaming around. Nirbhaya's rape and murder case was a very high-profile case, and still, it took judicial system 7 years to get only 4 out of 6 sentenced to death.